Good day everyone, I am Cheyenne Junes and I'm going to report about the influence of globalization on religious issues. In this lesson, we are going to talk about the division of world religion, when did globalization start to influence religion, the impact of globalization, its advantages for human security, what is religion nowadays, a result of globalization, and religious conflicts. First, we are going to talk about the division of world religions. People have different religions for the same reasons that people have different opinions and different tastes, because they were raised in different ways and in different places, in different families, at different times, and with different brains. According to this pie chart, Christians all around the world is composed of 33.32% out of 100, Muslims are about 21.01%, Buddhists is 5.84%, Hindus is 13.26%, atheists is around 2.32%, other religions is 12.48%, and non-religious is 11.77%. Since we are talking about religion, let us know now, when did globalization start to influence religion? Evolving trade routes led to the colonization of Asia, Africa, Central and South America. With this, religion became an integral part of colonization and later on globalization. Religion also has been a major feature in some historical conflicts and the most recent wave of modern terrorism. Did you know that globalization helps to increase greater religious tolerance and acceptance of other culture and religion that enhances our mind, knowledge, and etc.? With globalization, religion becomes a culture of pluralism that teaches us to respect other religions. Now let us talk about the impacts of globalization. First is it flattens cultural differences. Second, it erodes local custom and beliefs. And lastly, it spreads secular capitalist way of life. At this point, we will talk about the advantages of globalization for human security. First is it increased transparency and security thanks to United Nations, WTO, World Bank, and World Health Organization. Second is the emergence of global human rights and environmental movements. And lastly, issues of poverty and war are brought to public attention. With this, I can say that globalization has really many advantages for human security, since globalization has brought the countries more closer with each other. What is religion nowadays? Religion is no longer a set of beliefs that people arrive by reflection, but it's a symbolic system which carries our identity and marks out social or ethic and other boundaries. Religion also marks crucial moments in life cycle with rituals, and it provides powerful mechanisms for psychological and social tension. Quick fact: did you know religion is one of the ways of self-identification, which are called in general identity signifiers? Therefore, religion issues should not be studied separately from globalization. Religion versus globalization. Globalization as a threat to religion. By increasing the threat perceptions of the masses and raising demands for restrictions on minority religions and for greater religious and cultural homogeneity, globalization creates conditions that lead policymakers to restrict the religious activities of minority groups. On the other hand, religion as the greatest resistance to globalization. While religion takes advantage of communication and transportation technology, it is at the same source of globalization's greatest resistance by acting as a haven for those standing in opposition to its power. The result of globalization leads to secularization and religious conservatism. So what is secularization? In secularization, society becomes increasingly modern, religion becomes less and less important. Also, in secularization, a decline in religious practices within modern societies. Religious institutions become separated from secular institutions and spheres of influence, and religion has retreated into private sphere. Now, let's talk about religious conservatism. Conservatism means a cultural, social, and political philosophy which seeks to promote and preserve traditional social institutions. Religious conservatism seeks to preserve a range of institutions such as organized religion, parliamentary government, and property rights. Adherents of conservatism often oppose progressivism and seek a return to traditional values. At this point, let's talk about the religious conflicts that happened in the past. Only in the period 1980 to 1995, in the world, there were 72 civil wars, as well as another type of war which is state against state. This continued after the 1995, which is the aggression in Yugoslavia, in 1999, civil war in Angola, Liberia, Sudan, and bloody ethnic conflicts in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Kosovo, and military intervention in Afghanistan. To conclude my report, religion is definitely the integral part of globalization, thus they should not be studied separately. The situation of religion in the world of today is twofold. And we also learn about the two trends, which is secularization and conservative offense. Secularization is also the reason to integrate the society around the world, including the religion issue. We also talk about multiculturalism, immigration, and also the increased understanding and respect for other cultures. However, religion-based conflicts are on the rise. That's all for today. Thank you for listening.